Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Wednesday, August 29th. Happy birthday to my uncle. It's day 31 of record. We had a great day yesterday. Won a lot of interesting games, including the Oakland game. Very good stuff yesterday. Had a lot of heavy picks come in. So let's talk about today and what we have going on. So just started a little while ago. Oakland, I believe, is behind on Houston. We still like Oakland. You're not going to be watching this when a lot of this is going on. This is going to have, I think the Cubs have actually are behind against the Mets early on as well. I think that's 4-0. I don't know what happened last night. They suspend a game. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, San Diego and Seattle. That you might be able to catch that before this video's up. You like Seattle. I've added this thing over here for outdated team lineup factor. What's going on here is as we update the lines as they're released, as the lineups are announced by the managers and they go up online, I add them into the file here in the lineup converter, but I wanted to be able to differentiate between teams that have their lineups in here and teams that have not announced their lineups yet. So you'll see that these picks are not secure yet because we don't have the lineups to know exactly who's playing if it's in red. And as soon as we get rid of it and update the lineup, you'll see what will happen is things will change automatically as soon as you get rid of this. So that's kind of cool, and I'll talk to all the subscribers about how to manipulate that. Now let's go. So San Diego, Seattle. Like Seattle, and the lineups are in all around there. And 110 line, why not? So that's good. Boston, heavy favorite, and it still likes it as a heavy pick. Price is solid. Boston showed that they can come back and win last night. They're still here to play. I like them. So we don't have a full lineup in for the Yankees, but we're probably going to like the Yankees here as a really strong pick. I'm also doing some stuff with overs, unders, and runs. Yesterday, all of my over-under advice hit except for the Baltimore-Toronto game. That I thought that was going to be under, and that was way over with the new pitcher. So other than that, the over in the Nationals game happened. Cleveland's over was a push. It was pretty foul. Did very well yesterday. So in today's Washington-Philly game, it says to stay away. I understand why. I don't really like anybody there. Anybody plus 1.5 maybe, but Philly's favorite. I don't like that game. It's a tough game. It doesn't even like you to mess around with the over/under there either. Toronto and Baltimore. Here it likes Toronto. I think I did pick up Toronto today against Alex Cobb, or at least Toronto scoring some runs. I think Toronto will get over 4.5 runs. Like a team run is a good bet here for Toronto, so consider that. It does pick Toronto as the 5th best pick though, so listen to the file. Minnesota and Cleveland. And it does like Cleveland as the #1 pick now. Are you serious? Wow. Well, I took an Cleveland team over 5.5 runs, or I think I did an alternate over 8 or something here because I really see a lot of runs in this game, but I didn't want to go all the way up to 10 because it's too high. So you can take an alternate line over. It does like Cleveland straight up at 178 as the #1 pick because I guess this line is not that bad. Depending on Cole Stewart's limited pitching information here. Milwaukee, very slight favorite over Cincinnati. I'm going to stay away from this game because at 142, I think that's too much to pay. Tampa Bay and Atlanta. I do really like Atlanta. They came back and came up for us again last night. You have a nice winning percentage there. That's why I didn't want to take Toronto's. I don't like Toronto's history with me. So that's why I think they'll score some runs, but they may not win. You never know. Baltimore's put together some wins the last couple, right? So I do like Atlanta at 139. That's great. Dodgers and Texas, it likes an over in this game, even though it's at 10. Alternate line over here of over 8 or something is also great. It does not like the Dodgers to win this game at -152. It does with win percentage, but Mike Minor's a good pitcher on Texas, so that's why you're having trouble there, but for some reason, good pitcher, I don't know why it likes so many runs. We'll see what happens when the actual lineups get in there. Very strong lineup factors for those two teams. Pittsburgh and St. Louis is like a pick 'em in a lot of ways. St. Louis's line's not favorable, so it becomes difficult how you play this game. That's why it's not picking any team. Arizona did not win last night. We'll see what the lineups bring us. It looks like a low, looks like an under, and Vegas is predicting that. It's a tough game to play. But it does like Arizona to win because Zach Godley's pretty darn good. So that's where we're at. If we look at yesterday, what happened, I don't have all the games in here because stuff kind of changes as it goes in, but The Cubbies game also, we don't even count that as a win. It's kind of a push because it's not over or something. I don't know what they did with the suspended game. So you have Oakland played a great line at 190. It was even higher, I think. Atlanta came through. Colorado came through. The Dodgers, Cleveland did, even though I stayed away from them. Yankees, and of course Boston came back. Arizona with your late lines, never bet on Detroit. That's a new rule. Toronto, never bet on Toronto either, probably a rule. And Seattle didn't pull it out. So it's not that bad. And the scores and everything, it was a really good day. I think St. Louis won and it favored St. Louis. So we're at four units, 324. But you can see a lot of those games to stay away from. So very interesting stuff. And I will be out of the beach area today and back to non-ocean weather. I'll go back to the result, the matchup sheet here. What's the best things you like today? Do you really like Cleveland number one? I can never have Cleveland as my number one pick, although I do like them here. They're probably going to win. I like the over more. I like runs in this game more. I think Boston is a great pick to win. I also like Atlanta. Boston, Atlanta. It's really got two great picks. I like Boston or Atlanta for a two-team parlay. So we're out for now.
All right, we're here with Blossom. Blossom, I have a very important question for you because the file has not given us a clear answer on the Dodgers versus Texas. So the Dodgers or Texas, who do you like? I like the Dodgers too. Don't you? Let's try one more. I don't even have a question about the Atlanta-Tampa Bay game because I like Tampa Bay. But how about Boston and the Marlins? Boston or the Marlins? No way. No, you don't want to do that. Yeah. Duly noted, though.
Good girl, Blossom.